All right, so I'm getting prepared right now to step out. Just got up and ready, and I'm gonna go get some food and get some coffee, start my work day, and hit the town. Let's do it. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'd at least capture the audio and then I can do something with it there. But no, so I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur like my whole life.
Okay.
I didn't have the whole girl thing figured out at all.
Right.
Went through the money phase. Like, I'm getting the rims. Like, the rims are going to do it, right?
Right.
The rims are going to get me girls. Never got me the girls. Like my friend would drive my truck around and like he would get girls.
Right.
Right? So what is it? And then trial and error, just like added up my life experience, like what it is. And I just realized now as an entrepreneur and in my circle, so many guys don't have it figured out. They have like the business side figured out, and maybe they're not like this extreme example of buying bottles and drinks for girls everywhere.
Right.
But usually it's like some variety of that.
Yeah,
right?
It's a variation because that's an extreme end, but that is.
But it happens at a small level before it gets to that level,
Exactly.
right? Like that guy was trying to buy drinks for girls back in college before he got the degree, and is now the brain surgeon, and now the lawyer or whatever it is, has his own like firm or whatever. But it's just like I see such a huge opportunity for guys to figure things out. Like, and what it is too, what I learned is like you got to figure your damn self out.
Right.
And so much of us want to find an answer outside of us.
Right.
We want to go to something else to figure out what that answer is when that like seldomly is the answer. Right. So it's been like this journey of also figuring out like who I can help, and I just noticed having a circle of entrepreneurs that like they're the ones who like
Who are
need it,
so
bro.
stunned, yeah.
Yeah. And what's cool about them too is like
That's
there's
highly profitable. That's smart, honestly.
and they're they take action.
Right.
Like the entrepreneurs, we're buying courses. We're hiring people to buy us time to help us in our business. We're hiring like mentors, coaches, all these sort of things, and so they will pay for it.
Right.
And they like more like I can charge everybody in here something, but I'd rather charge somebody who's gonna take action on it and like have their shit changed because of it. You know, like money's cool, but I can't take that shit with me. But I can't take an experience.
There's this like sobriety quote that I have a really good friend who uses constantly, and he's like, "Talk is cool, action's cooler." It's like if you're not gonna do anything, we can sit here and we can twiddle our thumbs about guys and girls and how to get them and everything all day, but if you don't actually think that out and use it, like you can't be upset that you're not getting any.
You can't. Like you have to be out.
Yeah.
Like I work at home.
Right.
Like this is me stepping out to like be social.
Right.
Like have some food. Like just along my day, I'm gonna go to Cartel get some coffee. Like I'll talk to a few people along the way. Like maybe one of them is somebody who like needs work and is in marketing.
Right.
Maybe two cool girls and like we have a nice conversation at lunch. You know what I mean? Or it's like I just like how do you go about leaving people better than you found them in everything that you do, right? Like, and I feel like that's the karma, like using it to your advantage, not to your disadvantage. Like finding ways that you can help people find them for where they're at and like not need anything from them.
Right.
Because like you guys feel that more than anything.
Right.
Like when a guy's getting you something, like because he needs something or he
Or when
wants
just
something.
humans, period.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like such a huge need, and I've noticed it. It's like, because I've had people do this for me too. And in Tempe, I think it's hard. I lived in Oregon, and so I'm like, people there, even though everyone's like, no, it's not that different. Like, people are different. They smile at you.
For sure. They make eye contact.
On the freeway to like come and get me, or like come and help me change my tire. And it's like, I needed that, and like, it was one of those almost like, you restored my faith in humanity,
Wow.
right? It's like, something so little can be so big. Like, someone holding a door open for you and smiling, someone giving you.
It's like the little things.
It really is.
Like cars, drinks, all this sort of stuff is like really cool. But like I took a cold shower last night. I got a haircut. I took a cold shower at like midnight. I was working late, and like I just turn the shower on and I get in because I'm tired of caring. I'm tired of caring about like how food tastes. I'm tired of caring about how like just dumb shit. Because like it takes energy, right? So like I turn the shower on, I look at my dog, I go, I love you. I hop in. Like my final words, like I get in the shower, it's freezing cold, and I was just like thankful that I could feel.
Right. Yeah.
Like that I can feel this and experience this right now. Like I was thankful for it. Because there's people that can't, you know. Like I lost my mom to brain cancer a few years back. She lost feeling in her left side, and she couldn't feel anything. She couldn't walk at a certain point. All those sort of things became very dependent. And it's like she couldn't feel. Like some people can't fucking feel. You know. Like I can take this cold ass shower and it might suck for some. It's not comfortable, but it's like I can feel it.
Yeah.
Like it's like those little things in life that like are fueling.
You're here, you're grounded.
Exactly.
You get like caught up. There has to be action. There has to be a drive for action.
Oh yeah.
And that's the part that we get stuck on. It's like we want to be that driver, but like can't.
The best thing you can do is just be the driver for yourself, right? Because like what ends up happening is you end up attracting people around you. You end up attracting people around you who get addicted to that, so to say, or other people who are already doing that. Like you end up surrounding yourself with more of them, or you're listening to podcasts with people who have the same ideals or in a bigger place than you doing it. You're watching videos. Like it all just comes down to who you're around.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of it is like for us. I think it's like we need to start seeking out people who are like that rather than like looking for people to be that.
Creating an environment and lifestyle that brings that to you.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's like I think about it, and in the last week, I met some other professor at ASU who had lost his mom to cancer and same kind of thing, and we got into this random conversation. I met him randomly in the library because he was wearing a funny shirt. We're like, he turned around because we wanted to sit with you. It's like, that's crazy how the universe would put you in this table with us, right? And like, if we had done anything different in our life up until now, like, we wouldn't have been right here doing this, right? And so that's really cool in and of itself. It's like, it brought me to here right now, and I want to regret things and I want to change things, but like, I'm right here doing this, and I'm really fucking grateful that I can do it, right? Like,
exactly. Like, I'm very careful with the word belief because I think our society doesn't use it in the right way. Like, I feel like it's meant to be used in a different way. But one thing I don't believe in is in coincidences. Yeah. Right? Like, I believe everything happens for a reason. Like, every single thing happens for a reason. And, like, I've had it, like, affirmed time and time again personally. Like whether it's a small conversation like this, or it's like your car breaking down. Like, why did that happen?
Right.
Maybe that person who stopped needed to help somebody more than you needed to help.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like, or maybe that person needed to be delayed for something that was supposed to be at their destination, so to say. Right. Or like their stars weren't aligned, so to say. But like you were the vessel that like helped stop.
Helps them get there.
Yeah. And like it sucks. You're probably out there in the heat. Probably fucking sweating. You know, like you don't know what you're doing. You're probably like upset to some degree, stressed out, right? Like anybody would be. So it's not what you want to go through. But it's like, like what did it stop you from, potentially? Like what was ahead that you avoided?
It was work, but then I put in the time. I put in the time for myself at night, and
Life's a trip.
shit happens.
Life is an absolute trip. I'm super a product of what ended up happening because of that. Like just how I live now, how I'm here to help people, like how I live my life health wise.
How
like,
you like make goals.
Oh yeah, I can't change anybody. But if I do change myself and do it at the highest degree possible, other people are gonna see that the walking does more than the talking. Right? And like maybe that person will be like a small inspiration dose. Like go and read a fucking book. Or to like look up a YouTube video, or to like ask a question, you know? Because like I know that I found that in my own somehow. But what's crazy is like in those situations, like there's a fork in the road sometimes, right? Or like it can end up really bad. They can really tear you apart, right? And it's understandable that like that can happen, but it's all about what you end up doing with it.
Yeah, and you have to be. And so there's so many like cliche quotes that are like so applicable to this.
So many.
Until you really hear it, right? You don't see it.
No, until you actually go through it and experience it, like it's just a quote.
Yeah.
You're saying quotes that are applicable, like the cheesy quotes and all that.
Applicable, and you don't know, like you're like, oh, that's what everyone's talking about. You have to love yourself before you can love others, right? Like you have to, whatever. But I don't know what to do. I'll think of it.
No pressure. What are you guys up to this evening?
Going out.
Where do you guys usually hit? Bottle one?
No.
That's weird. The guy with the table was.
Every guy with the table, every time you get free drinks is at Bottle One.
Literally.
And you get his number to make him feel okay, or like he says, hey, he's my number.
Not
But then it says guy with table.
Literally not even that.
Do not get the number.
You pretend like you don't hear him in the club. You're just like bobbing your head.
Right? Like you asked me for my name.
Like these guys, I think it's Old Town. They don't do this on
Old Town. Yeah, you're right.
It's Old Town because they're like older men. They walk up to you and like
Guys on there don't usually have the money unless like out
we
there.
don't look like the girls
That go out
there. Like we clearly just don't. And the guy walks up to you and they're like, what do you want to drink, right? And you get a drink. And then they like walk away, go hang out with their friends, and I'm with my friends. And then they come back and they're like, oh, let's have another drink. And I'm like, okay, talk for a minute. Oh, why are you here? Blah, blah. I know, you just got that too.
The boring stuff.
Yeah, the boring stuff. And then just like, that was it. He buys another drink, and then I'm like, oh, I have to leave, go to another bar. That's it. I mean, like, that was it. And they're just rich, and they don't give a fuck. They're like, okay.
You know that like guys will think about that for like that situation for like 3 or 4 weeks after.
They what?
They will think about that situation for like 3 or 4 weeks after.
Do you think every guy is like that? I don't know. I wouldn't.
The guys who aren't doing that, no.
Yeah.
But like a guy who is doing that, or like if you ever have a guy come up to you and like say hi in public or anything like that, like one, their heart is pounding the entire time they're talking with you.
Right.
And two, they will remember that situation, whether they got your number, got your name, or anything. Like they will remember that situation, like kick themselves in the ass for not knowing where to
For
take
not doing
it.
something different.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like for a girl though, you guys have guys coming up to you all the time.
No, but we do that with interactions, and it's not like like girls still fix it. It's not different. Each one of those things, like each reassurance, a lot of times
girls do the same
is
thing.
met with like us beating ourselves down.
Yeah.
Right? Like each person that comes up to us, if they didn't ask for our number, it's like why didn't you?
Yeah, we fixate on that just as much.
And we fixate, I think, on
Interesting.
interaction.
I think it's with a different guy though. It's like with a guy that you guys are attracted to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it was somebody I wasn't attracted to, it'd be out of my mind.
Yeah.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And for guys, the same way.
Oh, for sure. It's just guys are pretty much attracted to anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like guys are attracted physically on contact. A girl's gonna be attracted more on emotion or how they're feeling. Yeah, we're logical. We're
So
here.
I think we fixate, a lot more on like emotional interactions with friends, or like talk, whatever.
Definitely.
Than
How you feel?
like seeing somebody on the street and having to smile or not smile.
It's like guys are so crude to each other.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm
Because
just like thinking about it. I'm like trying to.
going back through every interaction you've ever
I'm
had.
just like thinking about interactions. I don't know. Like I feel like most of those interactions where I've just like gotten a drink are like completely like unattached and who like come by drink, but then they leave too. Like it's not like me.
They didn't make an effort to like.
Yeah, they don't make any effort. So it's like I'm obviously gonna leave. And there's no effort being made. What am I just gonna stand here and like keep talking about? I'm a psych major, like what?
And obviously there's like a selectivity, right? Like
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and in the back of your mind, you're like, so are you just gonna do this to the next person? Like,
Yeah.
when I walk
Or just
away,
like-
you're literally gonna go buy someone else a drink. So
Or just like so.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, once you get to that point, it's like, well, I'm leaving. So he's not fixating on it. Like he was just as uninterested as I was.
Right.
Majority of the time. Because if you're interested, you're gonna continue talking.
Or he doesn't know what to do.
Or
Which I really think is probably the most common thing. But like you would know better based on your feeling. Like I would use that as a way better gauge on that. But like.
I mean, you can feel out the person, like you can feel if they're nervous or if they like are actually interested.
Or if they're
You can
needy.
see that.
Or if
yeah.
they're needy.
You can see all that like in a minute. So
Or you have the feeling of it, and they walk away like something was off about that. Like something was weird,
right.
and it's always
So
because
much, yeah.
they needed something, or they needed a validation, or like
Something was going on there,
yeah, or they're fucking creepy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Number one answer.
Oh, number one answer. Yeah.
Just creepy.
Yeah.
Right. Something was wrong there.
Yeah. We're guys are a strange bunch. What's funny is like both parties have their own issues, but they're like it's the balance of the issues.
And it's the
like,
reality. It's like everyone thinks that they're alone in their issues, but it's like, do you not realize like there's another side to this too? Like we're not the only ones suffering this.
Yeah.
Like chances are, like I say this to people all the time. It's like I had somebody say to me, it's like I know you think you're the exception to these rules, but you're not. You're not that special, right? You don't get to be the one who is different than everyone else in the way that things roll, right? Like
I just think it's funny when people think that they're different than the way that things roll.
There's some sort of special snowflake.
We all have the same shit.
I think it's a human syndrome. There's a quote like I'm obsessed with right now. I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's like we care so much about what others think about us, but we would care less if we realized how little other people care.
right.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like
Oh, absolutely.
I get this
Oh my
feeling
God.
sometimes like everyone's looking at me.
Oh, right.
Do you like when you walk into somewhere? Or, like I feel like it, and sometimes it's true. Like sometimes I'm loud, I'm smiling, I'm saying hi to people, I'm making eye contact with people. That's a little bit different than like in
That's
Arizona.
different,
At least in Oregon, I just fit in, right?
Right.
But it's like sometimes I create that environment, but sometimes I walk in, it's like I have that feeling. Like all the way to sitting down, it's like why do I? And I look up, it's like no one gives a shit. Like she's eating her fucking sandwich.
Nobody-
Like they have a baby. Like
Okay, best example of this. So my mom, like me and her don't exactly get along for this exact reason. Like we'll be out, like just having this conversation right now, and me and my dad will get on the topic of like I don't know, I'll say the F word, or I'll just like at this tone of voice, but I'll like be talking about sex, or I'll be talking about like anything, and my mom will come in and be like, shh, people are listening, and I'm like, Mom, nobody gives a fuck.
and if they do listen,
And I
they
was
like it.
Right. And I'm like, and if if they look at us, and if they listen, within 5 seconds, they're back in their own conversation.
It's a blip in their
Like,
yeah.
it's so like, it's just so funny to me how she always thinks people are listening, people care, like, she's always worried about, like, our family's reputation, like, perception, and I'm like, people really don't fucking care
No.
what you do with your life.
They're never gonna remember
Gives
you.
a fuck.
Yeah. When you
So
pass
it's
on
like,
the
just
street,
be
when
the
they're
best
across
you,
from
whatever
you
that
at
is,
a
yeah.
restaurant.
And if they do care, like that's their energy.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, so yeah.
They're gonna take the time out of their day to judge me for like the things that they
I
don't
know.
know.
Like, it's so much more effort, you know.
Yeah.
Like-
Where do you guys plan on going out tonight? Like Tampa or Scottsdale area?
Give me your number.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Old Town.
I know after this conversation, I'm not feeling too inspired.
Well, I have some buddies in town, so I think Devils, so they probably be free on Thursdays. So I wanted to go there.
You should go there because I've never gone there.
Same. I only went there once.
Yeah.
Before I was 21. Do it. Okay. Great. Check. Killed it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so easy. Wow.
Oh, Anderson's baby. It's like September 8th. I think it's the day before.
Okay.
And I just saw it in my friend. It's this 80s bar crawl. And it's like in Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh my God, we have to go to Valley Bar.
The
Valley Bar
OD
is my life, right?
Valley Bar is so
my
dope.
life.
Terrible service, but like
It's so bad,
amazing
but it's so
environment.
like classic. It's like classic hipster. It's like, God, your service is so bad. It's like makes sense.
You're so cool.
You're so yeah. Like, wait, where else?
You must be.
Alright, so the RSD, or the Real Social Dynamics people, are in town tonight, and while I don't think I'll be able to take you inside with me, I plan on bringing you along for the journey. So hopefully there'll be some cool stuff that comes of it, in the event that's going on after, or the events that take place after, and looking forward to it. So see you on the other end. Alright, so we're here at the RSD event right now. What are you most looking forward to right now?
I'm looking forward to information.
Looking forward to info. So I'm not sure how much I'll be able to report inside of here, but
Cut me out.
there you are. have your moment. Have your moment. This is my show.
He's trying to validate himself. He's validating himself.
Exactly. Yep. We'll see you guys back here.